welcome to day 10 of our California trip and our very last day. We are so sad, so sad. We've just been for our last breakfast in the hotel. We're all packed and ready to go. We are heading back to Hollywood this morning purely because we want to get some more like little bits and bobs from like the souvenir shops. I decided I want a California jumper, so I'm going to get one of them. It has a couple of gifts to buy, so we're going to go do that. Have our last little wander down Hollywood Boulevard and see all the stars. Very sad. And then after that we're going to head up to Griffith Observatory and just like have a nosy around there, see the Hollywood sign, take some pictures, and then it'll just about be time to head to the airport. So sad. Our flight's currently on time, although 3 minutes delayed. How they figure that out, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully we have a really smooth travel day and we get home in one piece. Although very tired, but we're dreading this flight. It's going to be so rough. It's another 10.5 hours, so we're hoping we manage to get a little bit of sleep, hopefully, but we will see. But yeah, it's the last day. We will take you along for the ride. We'll probably take you on the plane with us, but don't expect this to be a long vlog because it probably won't be. But I had to do it just for continuity and just to capture the whole holiday. So yeah, let's go to Hollywood. At the Griffith Observatory, and the sign is a lot further away than we thought it was going to be. It looks very small. We thought it was going to be closer and more impressive, and it's not, but that's okay. So at 10 to 12 and the actual observatory opens at 12, so we might go inside and have a little wander around and see what's in there. But yeah, the sign is miles away, not gonna lie. I think you can get like closer viewpoints, but up here it is, you know, we'll still get photos and stuff with it. But yeah, we had a little wander around Hollywood. I got my jumper. Hooray. I didn't get the one I wanted, but I remember that the one I actually saw was in Venice Beach and we ain't going back down there, so that's okay. But I got a similar one, so I've got my little jumper from a little souvenir. And now we are just chilling. We'll be heading off for the airport soon, which is very sad, but we're having our last little moments in Hollywood. We are currently just sat at Chicken Guy. We've just had some, bless you. We've just had some lunch/dinner and been thoroughly filled up, but it was very expensive. So if you are thinking about it, just bear in mind it cost us almost $60 for 2 meals. That's like quick service essentially. It was nice, but nothing to write home about. But yes, we're at LAX. It's about, I think, 2 hours till our flight, maybe just a bit less than that. So we'll probably be heading off in a minute to have a little mooch around duty free and head to the gate, because we are miles away, because Chicken Guy is in a completely different part of the bloody terminal. But we were determined, so here we are. It was about a 15-minute walk, but it's fine. We got a lift here from our hotel. Took a lot longer than we were anticipating, so if you are coming to LAX, maybe just aim to get your 3.5 hours before rather than 3, because we were supposed to get here about 2:45, which is 3 hours before our flight, and we got here probably about 3:15, which is fine. It's no bother. But yeah, just bear that in mind. It can be busy with LA traffic, so yeah. But yeah, we're gonna head off in a minute and have a look around duty free and go get on the plane and head home to the very, very, very cold UK, as we've just found out. It's supposed to be 2 degrees when we land, so that'll be fun. I can't wait. Can't wait. But yeah, we're just chilling for now. Almost 3 weeks later. Who is even shocked at this point? I never finished the vlog. I had every intention of like filming our journey home and the airport and all that jazz, but the pair of us were just honestly exhausted. Emily wasn't feeling well, I was knackered, so I was like, I'm just gonna put the camera away and just survive the next, I don't even know how long it took us to get home, probably about 18 hours in the end, because the flight was about 10 hours, and by the time you get at the airport, get in the car and get home, we were probably talking about 18 hours, and the pair were just absolutely knackered. So I never finished the vlog, so sorry, but I'm here now. So what I'm going to do is just like do a really quick haul of what I bought. I didn't buy it as much as I actually thought, so I'm just going to show you guys what I bought, and then also a little mini trip review, and I'll probably call it a day on the series, which is so sad because it's been my most favourite one yet. I've been editing the last few weeks. I think I'm 6 vlogs in edited, so yeah, I've just absolutely loved filming this one and editing this one, so I'm actually really sad to be filming like the ending of it, because it was just the most incredible trip. But yes, here I am anyway to show you what I bought and just to sum up the trip as just a little ending to this vlog and to the series. So merch haul first. There really isn't much. So the first thing is this jumper. It's Mickey Mouse and it says Disneyland on it. Very, very cozy, very lovely. This is the one that I bought, I think, on day 3. I definitely remember seeing in the vlog that I'd bought a jumper. This is it. It's very cozy, it's very warm, it's very lovely. I think it was only $50 as well, which is quite reasonable for a Disney jumper. And I just love it. I love the colour of it, and I really wanted a piece of clothing that said Disneyland on it. I don't really wear Disney tees all that much, so I thought a jumper would be perfect. And yeah, it's really cozy, and I've worn it quite a lot already, which is great. So I absolutely love this. Another jumper I got, this is from Hollywood rather than Disney, but I got this, so it just says Los Angeles and then California down there. I basically saw a jumper that I really wanted when we were in Venice Beach, and I couldn't remember where I saw it, but I had it in my head that I absolutely had to have a pink jumper that says Los Angeles, Hollywood, California, whatever on it. So I had it in my head, so I bought that on our last day, and again, I've worn it loads since. It's really cozy. I think it was $20, I think, in one of like the little like souvenir shops, so really glad I got that and this jumper. They've both been very, very cozy, and I'm very, very much enjoying them. I also bought 2 mugs, and I knew these mugs were going home with me. I'm not a big fan of the colour scheme of them, but I had to have them. So the Starbucks You Are Here mugs, I collect them from all the Disney parks around the world. So I've currently got all 4 Walt Disney World ones, which are literally on the shelf above there. The 50th anniversary ones, I've never drunk from them, I've never touched them, they are purely display. In the corner of my kitchen, I've got my Disneyland Paris ones. So I've got Disneyland Park, Walt Disney Studios, and also Avengers Campus. So I had to get the Disneyland ones to complete my set, didn't I? So this is the first one. So this is Disneyland Park. The only thing I don't like, it's so yellow. Like, why is Mickey Mouse yellow? Do you know what I mean? I love the design, I just hate the yellow, but it is a really, really pretty mug. I'd like it more if it wasn't yellow, but that is okay. Again, this is going to be purely display. I do not drink from these mugs because I'm too scared that I'll break them and I'll never be able to replace them, because like the 50th anniversary ones from Walt Disney World, I won't be able to get my hands on them ever again. So all of my You Are Here mugs are purely display purposes now. And then I also got the California Adventure one, which again, bit of a weird colour scheme, like dark red, green and orange, but again, very, very pretty. Really nice design. And yeah, these are two things I planned on buying from the off. I knew they were coming home with me, and when I got there and I was like, oh no, I don't like the colours, I was like, oh well, I don't know if or when I'm going to go back to California. Hopefully it's more of a when than an if, but it could be next year, it could be 5 years down the line, it could be 10 years down the line. So I thought I'm going to get them just to complete my current collection. So I'm glad I've got them both, although I do wish they had some different colours on them. So I actually got as well, I didn't know they did this in Disneyland, a first visit badge. I had no idea they did these in Disneyland. I thought it was a Walt Disney World thing. But when we were in, I think it was World of Disney in downtown Disney, the cast member was just chatting away and she was like, oh, like, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. So we were just chatting and she was like, oh, have you got a first visit badge? And I was like, no. I was like, I thought that was a Walt Disney World thing. And she was like, no. She was like, do you want one? And I was like, oh my God, yes, please. So I got my first visit badge, and she asked if I wanted my name of the year, but I chose the year just because I know what my name is. But chances are I might not remember what year I actually went in the future. So she did some little 2024 with my first visit badge, and I'm so happy I got one. I never wore it because we got this on like our last day, but I love the fact that I have this and that I own this. So I'm very, very happy about that. Something else I bought, this is really random, and you're probably going to think this is really random, but I've got a thing about hand sanitizer. Like, I like to always have a hand sanitizer on me. So I saw this hand sanitizer holder case thing. So it's like a keyring. It's got a little fairy. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we are. You can sort of see that. And then here it says the happiest place on earth. And on the other side, it's got a castle. And then I bought a hand sanitizer to go in it, because obviously you can't really have one without the other. I think this was $7.99. This was 99 cents in case anyone cares. But it does have a castle in it, which is quite cute. And I have big bottles of hand sanitizer at home, so I can pop this in, and once it's empty, I can refill it. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. It's really cute, and I think like even just hanging off like a lounge or something, I'll be happy to display it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, one of those things that's so random, but I actually really love. So I was really happy with that purchase. Moving on to pins, this is like the last bits and bobs that I bought that I'm going to show you. Like I said, I really didn't buy as much as I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to go wild on merch, but I really didn't. So I was happy and sad about it. Happy because I saved probably a lot of money that can now go towards a future holiday, but also sad because I feel like I didn't buy very much. But I'll show you the pins I got anyway. So this one I got from Hollywood. I hope you can see it okay. It's just a little Hollywood star, very cute. This was $8.99, again in one of the souvenir shops, but I like to collect pins from everywhere I go, so because we went to Hollywood pin. This one is from Universal Studios Hollywood. It's so like glittery and shiny. It is absolutely gorgeous. It took me so long to find this pin because they were all so tacky, and then I saw that one and I was like, that's the one. This was $8, which is a bargain really compared to Disney pins. I had to get a Christmas pin from Disney, so I've got Christmas Mickey Mouse. He is lovely. It's quite a big pin as well. It's got like two backs to it, which always signifies big pin. But yeah, he's really pretty, and I didn't want to leave him behind, so he came home with me. I don't know how much the Disney ones were because this just says yellow, so if you know what yellow is, it was yellow priced. I got a Disneyland resort pin. So I got this one. So it's got all of like the main like, what's the word I'm from? Like monuments of Disneyland and some fireworks. Again, this is yellow, so if you know what yellow is, that's how much it cost. And then for Disneyland Park and California Adventure, I couldn't decide which ones to get. So in the end, I actually went for the Starbucks pins because I didn't really like the Disney pins for the park. So I actually went for the Starbucks ones because I just preferred them. So this is for Disneyland Park. Again, got a bit of a weird yellow tinge to it, like the mugs, but that's okay. But I really like it. I think it's really, really lovely. This was $14.99. So it is a bit more expensive, I think, for the Starbucks pins, but I was like, take my money, I don't care. And then this is the California Adventure one. Again, weird colour scheme, but had to have it, had to come home with me. And again, $14.99. And that is all I bought. Shocking, I know, absolutely shocking. I shocked myself, to be honest, but yeah, I'm really happy with everything I bought. Like, I think with my pins I was very selective, which is good because I normally spend a fortune on pins and then they never go anywhere. They don't go onto my board because I end up not liking them. So I'm glad I just picked a handful. I've got my hand sanitizer thing, I've got my mugs that I'm never going to use but will enjoy looking at, and my 2 jumpers, and that's it. That's my merch haul, that's it, which is mental. But yeah, I love everything I bought, so I'm really glad that I chose the things that I did and that I didn't go overboard and buy things that I'm like literally never going to wear. So yeah, that's my merch haul. I'm just going to wrap this up with what will probably not be a very short review like I'm planning on doing. I'll probably talk for about 5 minutes, but just to sum up the trip, a little review of each section, just because I like to do that at the end of my vlog series so that you guys have my opinion on everything that we did, because it's very different giving you an opinion in the moment and then giving you an opinion when you're home and actually thinking about it and looking back at it. And yeah, I just think you have some different opinions sometimes. So naturally, I'm going to start with Disneyland. I adore Disneyland. I can't even describe to you how much I fell in love with that place. Like, I thought Disneyland Paris was special. I thought my Walt Disney World was special. Disneyland is just something else. I can't describe it. It's just got the most magical feeling to it. It's just incredible. It's just absolutely incredible out there. Like, the amount of love that goes into those parks is just, it's just amazing. Like, oh, excuse me, I hiccuped. Like, they're just stunning parks. Like, California Adventure was just insane. I absolutely loved it. Disneyland Park was very sweet as well, but California Adventure is mad. Like, I see so many people saying California Adventure is their favorite Disney park, and I'm like, really? I get it. I don't think it's personally my favorite Disney park, because Disneyland Paris is going to have my heart forever and ever and ever and ever. Sorry. But I think California Adventure would probably come in at a close second, to be fair. It was just incredible out there, and I just loved Disneyland. I absolutely adored it. I really, really did. I would go back in a heartbeat. Just loved it. Definitely will be back, probably not next year, but maybe in the next sort of like 5 years or so. I would really, really love to go back. So fingers crossed I can make that happen at some point. Universal was fab as well. Definitely not as much to do there. It's a very, very, very small park. It is amazing. Like, we spent 2 full days there quite happily, but you could probably do it in a day, to be honest. But we really enjoyed it. We had a really, really good time there. Some really good rides, some things that are very, very similar to Florida. So, like, if you miss certain things, like, don't worry about it because it's the same as Florida. But yeah, a really cool park to visit. I'm glad we've been. The studio tour was amazing. And yeah, I'm really glad we've experienced it. I probably wouldn't be in a rush to go back. If it was cheap enough to do a day there, then maybe, but otherwise I don't think I'd be in a big rush to go back. But we really enjoyed the time that we did spend there, but potentially a one and done for me. What else did we do? Warner Brothers Studio Tour. That was amazing. So good. I absolutely loved it. It's so informative. Like, you see so many things, so many behind the scenes, things you would never even think of, like, things you wouldn't think about when you think about like a TV series or a film being filmed. Like, it was just so informative. Our tour guide was amazing, and we just had an incredible time there. And I'd go back again and again and again, because I can only imagine like different tour guides would have different tours to give you. They'd have different experiences, they'd have different things to say, their experiences in the industry. So I'd love to go back, and I'd want to go back on like a working day, because we went on the weekend, but on like Monday to Friday they're actually actively filming. So I'd really like to go back on a filming day to see like what it's like when it's all like comes to life with everyone on the lot. So that was amazing as well. And Hollywood was fine. Hollywood was fine. I'm glad I've seen everything that there is to see, like the Walk of Fame and the Chinese Theatre, and we went down to Santa Monica and Venice Beach, which were lovely. I wouldn't be in a rush to go back. I thought Hollywood was a bit dirty, a bit smelly, a bit dingy. It felt a bit unsafe at times, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's a lot of interesting characters around, we'll probably like that. But I'm glad I've experienced it. If you are heading to California, I would recommend going to Hollywood just to have a nosy around and just see all the sites that are out there, that, you know, all the famous sites that you can go and see, like the Hollywood sign as well. Like, we finally saw that on our last day of this vlog. So yeah, I think Hollywood's worth visiting, but I don't think I'd be in a rush to go back, like, ever. Maybe one day, but I personally don't think I'd want to plan it into a California trip. If I happen to stumble across it by accident, then that's fine. But yeah, it wasn't the best place to be. But yeah. And that concludes this California 2024 vlog series. I genuinely feel so sad saying that. Like, even though the trip was 3 weeks ago now, like, I think about it all the time. I just sit there and think, oh, Disney was amazing. Oh, I love the Universal Studios out there. Oh, the Warner Brothers Studio Tour was so good. I look back at my photos all the time. I watch these vlogs all the time. I have loved editing them. I think I've got 3 more to edit and then they will be out in the world and I'm literally so excited. But yeah, this series has been a really good one to film, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching along as well. I appreciate some of them were very long vlogs, like very long. Some of them are almost an hour long, so if you did stick through them, fair play. I really hope that you enjoyed everything that we got up to though, because I know that we did, and I'm so glad that I have these vlogs to look back on and just enjoy in the future. It is something special to be able to relive your trip through your own videos and your own memories. And if anyone out there is actually thinking of starting vlogging their trips but they just don't know where to start, just do it. I film everything on my iPhone. I edit everything on my iPhone. I don't have a fancy camera, maybe one day. But for me, this is more like so I can watch it back. If other people want to enjoy it too, that's amazing. I really hope these videos can spread some joy. But having these to look back on for me is just the best. So if you are thinking about vlogging in the future, just do it. Just get your camera, get your iPhone, get your Samsung, whatever you have, and just film. Just do it, because you'll love watching back on them. So yes, that is my little recommendation to anyone who's thinking of vlogging. Just do it. Just film it and you won't regret it. I can almost promise that. But yes, thank you all so much for watching along the series. I've had the absolute best time. I can't believe it happened and it's over already. But yeah, I absolutely loved filming it. Coming up on this channel, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a review of the 2 hotels we stayed in. So we stayed at Candlewood Inn and Suites in Anaheim and also Hollywood Inn Express in Glendale downtown. I think I'm going to do some review videos for those just because there is a lot I would like to say about it and I don't want to bulk out these vlogs too much. So I think I might do full review and tour videos for them. So keep an eye out for them if you are curious where we stayed and everything I have to think about it. And also what I'm going to do, which I'm quite excited for, is I'm going to do like a tips and tricks video for anyone who's going to Disneyland for the first time. Things I wish I'd known, things I would pass on to people I know who are going, just like little bits and bobs like that. Just because I would have loved some of the things we learned out there, I would have loved to have known before I went. So I think I'm going to do that as well. So those 3 videos will be coming up pretty soon. And then next year, unfortunately, I haven't got too many travels booked for next year yet. What I have got though, and what you can expect, is in March, I have got 2 trips, which is really exciting. I am going back to Disneyland Paris, I'm so excited. Staying in New York, Art of Marble. I'm so excited. I want to stay in this hotel forever and ever. So I'm so excited to finally be staying there. Me and Emily will see, heading over to meet loads of our friends out there. It's my lovely friend Lauren's birthday while we're there, so there's going to be a big group of us celebrating her birthday. So I'm really excited for that one. And then at the end of March, I'm actually off on a little solo trip. Well, solo trip at the moment. I've offered it to everyone I know if they want to tag along, but no one does so far. So I'm actually heading on a little solo trip to Rome, which I'm so excited for. If you saw my Royal Caribbean May 2024 series, you will know I've already been to Rome. But because that was part of a cruise, we didn't have very long there. We probably had about 5 or 6 hours in Rome, and as soon as we left I was like, I'd go back to Rome in a heartbeat. So I was having a little innocent look for flight prices the other day. I had 2 days of annual leave left to use, so I was like, I'll just have a look, and the flights were 120 quid return. So I was like, be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? It would. So that's all I've got booked at the moment, so you can expect those 2 series coming up really soon. Keep an eye on my Instagram for any more trip announcements. I will pop my Instagram on screen here. So anything I book goes straight into my Instagram. And yeah, if you are curious about my travels or more about like my personal life, I share quite a lot on Instagram. Do feel free to follow along and I'll give you a follow back, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have, or if you want to chat in like DMs or anything. I always love chatting with people in my DMs on Instagram. If you want to drop me a comment here, I always reply to my comments. So yes, if you do want to have a chat, please do message me or drop me a comment. I would absolutely love to chat with you all. But for now, I'm going to wish you farewell again. Thank you so much if you've been watching this series or any of my videos on my channel. it means the world that people even watch this. It's honestly wild to me still. So a massive thank you to you guys for watching. Sorry if you could hear a cat in the background. She wants attention because I've been sat in here for 20 minutes. So yes, a massive thank you to you guys for watching. Massive thank you to Emily for their wonderful company as always. Thank you to Disneyland, Universal, Warner Brothers, Hollywood, British Airways, you know, the hotels, anyone who's accommodated us and looked after us in any way, shape or form in this holiday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're probably not watching this, but thank you. And yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone who's watched this series. It genuinely means the world to me and I appreciate it. And do make sure that you do subscribe to see everything that is coming up. I've got some big plans for next year that just haven't quite been concreted yet, unfortunately, or booked, but I do have some very big plans. So do make sure you hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.